What's going on, everybody? We are back with another great edition of the S3. You're listening to us live from beautiful 70-degree Scottsdale, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to hate us. It's okay. It's all right.
Been getting
You know
pictures
what?
of snow from my family all morning, so haha.
Yeah, they can keep
She
that stuff.
get
Like, I don't even want to look at that stuff on a postcard anymore.
no.
Like, I'm good. I saw a friend of mine, him and his family are in Japan skiing, and they dove into a snowbank with just
Yeah.
shorts on, and I'm like,
Yeah.
stupid. Moving on. Crazy, not stupid.
Right.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Is there a difference in that case though? I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Hell no, I wouldn't. It's the polar bear plunge. You're not a polar bear. There's a reason why they have all that protection on. Moving on real quick, I want to give a shout out to our parent company, No Boss, No Rush. You can check out NBNR, all their latest gear through the link that is pinned to the top of our Facebook page for the S3 podcast. Go check them out. What's first?
Headlines with dad jokes.
All right, dad jokes. I need to emphasize again, horrible dad jokes.
Horrible dad jokes.
They are horrible dad jokes. Also, hey, look, we apologize. We're running a little bit late today. We've got a lot of stuff moving, a lot of pieces moving on our back ends for our company, for our brand, for the S3, for the Motivated Mindset. Everything's moving to CoachJeffDemers.com. It's going to be streamed on iTunes. It's going to be streamed on Spotify. You'll be able to listen to this podcast directly off of our website through our partnership with Podbean. So, I mean, it's awesome. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of great things. If you are watching live, we thank you. Put hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Thank you very much for your support. Headlines and dad jokes. Here we go. Both Bill Belichick and Jim Harbaugh have interviewed for the Falcons head coaching job.
Yeah.
I mean, the Falcons are basically, hey, if you can't beat them, join them. That's basically it. Like they're looking for Bill Belichick to be in there. I don't know though if that's a good spot for. I mean, obviously only Bill Belichick can say that's a good spot for him.
Yeah.
But their current GM and Bill Belichick, I know, have had rifts in the past because their current GM is also the head of the competition committee. And most of the time when the competition committee makes a rule change, it's because of something Bill Belichick did.
Right.
So they've kind of knocked heads.
I would rather see him on the Panthers. I'll die on
I
that
would
hill.
too, but I don't know. I mean, Belichick just spent the last 3 years trying to work with young quarterbacks. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
Does he
and I'm
actually
sure this late in the game, he doesn't necessarily want to build from scratch. I just think that would be the best place to showcase his genuine talent.
This is true. I mean, that would be the ultimate. If he could take them from like worst to playoffs in a year or two, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I just don't know. I don't know. Who else still needs it? Like the Falcons, the Panthers. I know San Diego still needs a head coach.
Right.
There's quite a few spots out there that he could land. I just don't know. I think there's a total of like 7 teams out there. I don't know if Bill Belichick's a good fit for Atlanta. I just don't. I mean, and that's crazy to say because he's the greatest coach of all time, in our opinion. We're a little impartial.
Bias, maybe.
Yeah, a little bias. A little bit. But with that being said, I just don't know if Atlanta. Now, I will say this. He should definitely do the Brady move. And by that, I mean the NFC South is the easiest path to the playoffs. Yeah. You don't need a great team. You just need a good team.
Yeah.
Right? I think he can turn the Atlanta Falcons into a good team and compete for that division. I will say that. I just don't like it. I don't like the fit.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
All right. First joke. What do you call a line of men waiting to get haircuts?
I have no idea.
A barbecue. A barbecue. Hate me. I know. I'm used to it. Okay. Headline number 2, Mike Tomlin tells the Steelers he'll be back coaching in 2024. Tomlin does have 1 year remaining on his contract. The question isn't for next year. The question is this a place that like Tomlin wants to be at for the rest of his career? He's only 51 years old,
Yeah.
52 years old.
51, I think it was.
And he's got less gray than I do.
Might be wrong.
He's got more money than I do too. I don't know if I would change this.
I wouldn't want you to.
They
I like it.
Be like hot red or something, like a fire orange.
Or like a fire beard.
Yeah. Like
crotch
the
on
old
your
days,
face.
like Jim the Anvil Neidhart, like hot pink, just poof, right there on my face. Don't read into that.
I dig the silver fox look.
All right. Well, hey. All right. Hey, looking at you. All righty then. All right. Next joke. The difference, you have to be kind of smart to think about this one. The difference between a numerator and a denominator is a short line. Only a fraction of people will understand this. Kind of a double, but all right.
Matthew
Moving on. Headline number 3, Amazon to invest in Diamond Sports as part of a bankruptcy deal. Diamond Sports, currently in bankruptcy, owns 18 networks under the Bally Sports banner. They claimed bankruptcy like chapter, I think it's 11, like a year ago. Right. They've been in this since March of last year. So they've been looking for a way out, a way to be able to keep their assets and a way out. Amazon seems to have an answer. Bally Sports, under Diamond Sports, has the rights to 37 professional teams. This deal still needs to be approved through the bankruptcy courts and would allow Diamond Sports to operate without having to turn over TV rights to the leagues.
Right.
Interesting. Amazon's been trying to dig deep into the sports world for a minute.
It really has.
They offered the Pac-12 a deal that the Pac-12 turned down, and you see what happened to the Pac-12.
Yeah.
So
Pac-2.
I mean, this could be it. All right. Joke. I used to run a dating service for chickens, but I was struggling to make hens meet. I was struggling to make hens meet.
It's terrible.
That's awful. Headline number 4, NASCAR to include streaming in new 7-year media rights deal that would start in 2025. Starting in 2025, Fox will have the first 14 races. Amazon Prime, there they are again, will have the next 5 races. Warner Brothers Discovery will have 5 races simulcast on TNT, and Max showing NASCAR races. Yeah. And then NBC Sports will complete the season with the final 14 races. Do you have a problem? To
figure out how to watch them all.
Here's the question. Do you have a problem as a fan with these organizations and making money from streaming services? Because now, as a fan, we need to we have all the streaming services that are mentioned here. We've got all of them and then some.
The one joke that somebody made about it online that made sense to me was that if they keep doing all these individual streaming services that you have to pay for over and over again, that basically we're reinventing cable.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So it's going to hit a point where it's untenable. Right now, it's on the rise towards that, but I prefer streaming over TV.
Oh,
you got options to pause and rewind and
I like
get
that.
back in there and watch things that have already aired.
TV now. You can pause live TV now, right? Can't you? I think you can.
We can, but that's through the streaming service. So I don't know if you could if it was actual
touche. All right.
TV, so to speak.
Lady M, what do you call a bundle of hay in a church?
I don't know.
Christian Bale. Christian Bale.
It's a Christian Bale. I'm sure he'd love that joke. So he's known for his wild sense of humor.
What's next?
First quarter. Same face, new beginning in New England.
All right. So the Patriots have signed Gerard Mayo as their heir apparent to Bill Belichick for their next head coaching position. I like this move. One of the main things that I like about this, there's a lot of things I like about this, but this was actually put in place the entire time because it was in his contract that said he would be the heir apparent. Like as soon as Belichick left, he would be it. So the entire time, we as Patriots fans on past shows have been like, who's going to be the next head coach? Is Jim Harbaugh going to be the next head coach?
I was already decided. We're all bunch
of it was already decided. Jerks. Could have told us.
Right?
Unbelievable.
It was such a little easier at night.
With that being said, I love the move. First off, he is the first Black head coach in team history. Love it. Mayo played 8 seasons for the Patriots. He is a former defensive rookie of the year and was a 7-time team captain for the New England Patriots. That 8 says seasons, a
7
ton.
Of which he was team captain.
Yeah, the only year he wasn't a captain was his rookie year, and he was rookie of the year for defense. I mean, that tells me that he's a huge character guy because the captains are voted on mostly by your peers.
Right.
7
good leadership qualities too.
Yes.
One would have to assume.
Now, Mayo is still putting together his staff, and the Patriots are still looking for a new general manager. So I'm just going to throw a couple of names out there, or maybe just one, mostly that I would love to see. First off, they've already requested to speak to the defense coordinator for the Carolina Panthers, who is, God, I can't speak right now, who is African-American. Excellent. Let's keep it going. Let's do the entire staff. And for our offensive coordinator, let's bring in Romeo Crennel. Get him away from that crapshoot in Washington.
Right.
Not in the state of Washington, but as the Commander's offensive coordinator, bring him into New England, especially if, big if here, they are going to draft a young quarterback. So there's one of two ways that I can see. Obviously, draft a new quarterback because Mac Jones and Zappy are not the answers. Sorry, Mac. This is your last year on my wall. I'm pretty much guaranteeing that unless he's named the starter next season, which case Patriots fans will lose their freaking minds. I think I'm all done. I am done with active players for jerseys.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start going towards I never got a Brady jersey because I was like, everybody has a Brady jersey. So I'm the guy trying to find these jerseys of players that just never work out.
Yeah.
I'm like the Madden curse. It used to be if you were on Madden, you didn't win the big game. Now, if you're on JD's wall, your career goes to crap. Apparently.
So go backwards and pick people whose careers are already done.
They're already over.
Gronk.
They're already over. They've already won big games. I'm looking at Brewski. I'm looking at Mayo.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Gronk, which I know you've mentioned in the past. Yeah. Maybe get our first Brady jersey on the wall. Like we need past mojo. Right. We need mojo on the wall of players that have actually done something.
Right.
In this league. So I think I'm done with active players. It doesn't mean I'm not supporting the team.
Right.
All right. It's just I don't know who jersey to get because we were thinking about getting Christian Gonzalez's jersey and he got hurt in week 3.
And I love Matthew Judon. He also got hurt in the season. And I love Ramondre Stevenson, but they're not using him, right?
He got hurt.
Well, he got hurt too at some point. Of course he did.
Yep. I think that's our new rule. Let's get John Hanna. Let's go back and get Andre Tippett. Let's get some of the legends of the team and put them on the wall. And then we don't have to worry about cursing poor Mac Jones, who was a Pro Bowler his rookie year. Yeah. And then we started getting his jerseys. He just went downhill. I'm it. I'm the curse. It's the curse of JD. I'm the reason. No, we are not burning well. We're not burning.
Pressure.
I would donate the jerseys before I burnt them. I'd put them in a bin or something for donating clothes. If you're a Patriots fan, let me know who you still have in your closet that never really did anything. Like there's somebody out there with like an Ocho Cinco jersey or
Oh,
an
right.
Albert Hainsworth jersey or something like that.
Right.
That still has it hidden deep in the closet, even like a Wes Welker jersey, right?
Ezekiel Elliott, 'cause
Go
they got real
on.
excited.
Randy Moss is a jersey I'd still get. But yeah, but he's a Hall of Famer. So, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad one.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. What's next?
Second quarter NFL divisional round schedule.
All right, so Saturday, there's 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. The first game pits the Texans at 10-7 at the Baltimore Ravens, the number 1 team in the Eastern Eastern Conference. I'm mixing my basketball and baseball right now. All right, moving on. The Baltimore Ravens at 13-4. The line in this one was big. I don't trust this line at all.
I don't either.
By the way, there's no DraftKings DFS out right now, and there's no best bets because I'm waiting until Friday's show to release those for the weekend.
Right.
I need to see injury reports. I need to see all this stuff. The
Right.
line in this is insane. I want to see what the people are putting money on. See if this goes up or down by
I feel like
Friday.
It's going to be a lot closer than that.
Yeah. The line is 9.5.
Yeah.
I mean, the Texans do not look like a team right now that are going to get blown out.
No, they really don't. They
don't.
are a boulder rolling downhill full force. And granted, the Ravens are like a concrete wall. So it's going to be a hell of a battle.
It's
But
going to be
just
a good
if they
game.
have enough momentum, they're still going to make it through.
I don't see Tampa Bay losing by double digits in that one. Speaking of which, another double-digit line. This one's more probable than the last one. The Packers at 9-8 at the San Francisco 49ers. Line in this one's minus 9.5. I can see like the love running out in Green Bay when they travel to San Francisco and they get beat by double digits.
I can't picture them doing well against the Niners, but I couldn't picture them doing well in their last game either. So,
or the headline will be "Love conquers all," and they continue to move on. But I
wouldn't mind the upset. I just don't see it being realistic. I could see
the upsets are what make the games worth watching.
Yeah,
you know,
our team's out. So at this point,
our team was out after week 3.
I know.
Oh, it's terrible.
I mean, they don't care
who else
Mayo. Wins, so we can upset all the
power of Mayo. How many mayonnaise jokes? How many Mayo jokes will there be next year? Like, how many plays on his name will there be?
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Oh my God! All right, moving on. Sunday's game, first game on the slate. This is a 1:00 Mountain Standard Time. By the way, Saturday's schedule starts at 2:30. Sunday's at 1:00. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers shocked the world. Even though they were home, they were at home.
Yeah,
they took down the Eagles, and they took them down like
hard.
Like hard. What was the final score? Like 30-something to 9, 32-9, something like that. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
They are at the if we're rooting for one team in the playoffs, it is the Detroit Lions. I'd love
to see them win. I want to see them win real bad.
You've been picking the Lions for the last 2 seasons.
They're my favorite underdog team. So to see we're talking like all the way back to 2010 or earlier. They've been my favorite underdog team. So to see them rise this high and to just the energy in Detroit, like they were showing during the last game, they had the season ticket holder. That was like for 60 years he'd held season tickets, and he's in the stand.
He's like 85 years old, crying
into the playoffs, crying, and I'm tearing up on the couch. Like, yeah, I would love it. I would love to see it.
Real men don't cry in public. All right,
I'm not a real man, so that works out great for me. It could get a little awkward if all of a sudden that came out.
Are some movies that get me. I'll be honest, like Rudy. Come on. Yeah. Obviously, I'll be like. Yeah, just do that wipe, so that you don't see it. Be like, oh, all right, moving on. All right. So, like, all the Lions have to do is all the Eagles had to do was beat Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's not that easy to do. So, it's going to be a close game. That's why the line is less than a touchdown in this one, but I still think the Lions are going to be good to go.
Yeah.
All right. Next game. Here's a question. Why do they put the coldest game in the worst weather the latest time when there's no sunshine for the game?
I don't know.
Fans
I don't
are
have an answer
freezing
for
their
that.
ass off. You can't even get them a little bit of sunshine.
Right.
Just a little bit. Even if it's
Right.
overcast, even if it's snowing, it's still warmer during the day. They couldn't get the 1 o'clock start when it's like 5 to 10 degrees warmer. No.
They want the drama
Like,
of the night cold, I guess.
unbelievable. Well, Kansas City just played like this weather. Kansas City would have loved to play in last week because
Yeah.
it was 30 below with wind chill in Kansas City, and they won
Yeah.
that game.
They
That
did.
was like what, 50 degrees warmer. They are loving it. I don't know if anybody's going to have long sleeves on for Kansas City. Like, seriously, it's 50 degrees warmer than what we just came from. Like, they'll be out on pregame. They'll be out there running around in shorts. Come on. All right. So, if there's one team that I am cheering against, it's the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
They're still a rival. I don't want to see them do anything. The Dolphins are gone. Those frauds are gone. The frauds, the Dallas Cowboys are gone. The frauds, the Philadelphia Eagles are gone. The only fraud I want to see that's left to be gone,
the Bills.
The Buffalo Bills. Yeah. Get them out. Frauds. They don't know about winning.
The Chiefs and the Bills are so just like evenly matched across the board. I think that's going to end up being a pretty decent game.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be a good game.
They usually have good
teams. To see Kansas City win this game. I want to see Taylor Swift again next week. I want to see Taylor Swift on TV again next week. I want the Buffalo Bills to be destroyed this week. Here's the thing. Like, even like the odds makers have zero faith in the Buffalo Bills because as a home team, you automatically, as far as betting goes, you get 2 to 2.5 points.
Yeah.
The line is 2.5, which means they just got the points because they're home.
They're basically telling you to flip a quarter.
No. Come on, Chiefs. Come on. Come on, Swifties. Swifties unite. Let's cheer on those Chiefs. And the guy that you just learned about 5 months ago, Travis Kelce. Guarantee. Do you remember that post? She is gonna make him so famous. Yeah. So famous.
The viral video. This poor woman just chasing her boyfriend around, just watching him get like increasingly upset.
Like, oh my God.
It was funny though.
What's next?
Third quarter NBA schedule for tonight.
What other show can we do where we actually mention Taylor Swift? Seriously. All right. So the NBA slate tonight, there's 9 games on the schedule for tonight. We're going to go through each game real quick and then get this. America. I know you feel for me. I created the game. I made up the rules for the game on my show. And I've gotten my ass kicked week after week in the game I created.
A little salty there.
Not at all. Not at all. Because third time's a charm. I'm going to win this week. I'm going to win this week. We're going to make those picks coming up here at the end of this segment. So let's run through the games. They're starting out at 5 p.m. Now, these times are Mountain Standard Time. Adjust your game watching schedule based on where it is that you live. 5 p.m. Mountain Time. We got the Timberwolves 28-11 at the Pistons. Detroit is 2-17 at home. We've already made our picks so that we could save time. We'll tell you who these picks are here in just a second. At 5:30 p.m., the Magic at 22-18 at the Atlanta Hawks at 16-23. Atlanta, less than mediocre at home with a 4-5 record against the rest of their division. The Spurs at 7-32 at our Boston Celtics. Celtics looking to improve to a perfect 20-0 at home. Let's go, baby. God, this is as much of as a guarantee, if anything. Moving on. Bucks 28-12 at Cleveland, 23-15. The team that Lady M didn't even know existed until a few weeks ago. Or so she says. I'm not buying it, America. I'm not buying it. All right. The Bucks have won 3 straight. Yeah. Rockets 19-20 at the New York Knickerbockers, 23-17. Knicks are 11-5 at home. The Heat 24-16 head to Toronto, north of the border, to take on the 15-25 Toronto Raptors. Miami is on a 3-game win streak. At 6 p.m., the Hornets, the 8-29 Hornets at the Pelicans, 24-17. Charlotte has lost 3 straight road games. Moving on, the Dallas Mavericks, 24-17 at the Fakers, 20-21. This is the 3rd time these two teams have played this season. The Mavs actually won the last matchup. It was a close game, 127-125. So this could be a close matchup. Let's see if any of us pick them. Probably not. Nets at the 8 p.m. schedule, 16-23 at the Trail Blazers. Why? Because they're setting their own path on fire because they're 10-29. Portland has lost 4 straight games. 2 are 10-point play picks. So here's the deal. We had to pick our layup, which is worth 2 points. This is our guarantee for tonight. Who did we pick for the guarantee?
Your guarantee is the Celtics are going to win versus the Spurs.
Okay.
My guarantee is the Timberwolves should beat the Pistons.
Come on, Detroit. Detroit basketball. Come on, Detroit. Take her down.
I only care about the Lions. Pistons don't have me.
See that, Detroit? No faith. No faith. She's a part-time Detroit fan. All right. Next, we got the free throw contest worth 1 point where we can basically pick any team that we want. Who do we have for our layup?
You have the Knicks winning against the Rockets, and I picked the Mavericks to beat the Lakers.
God, I love you so much. Yeah. All right. Next up, the three-pointer. 3-point play is the underdog. We can pick any underdog on the schedule. Who did we pick for underdogs?
You picked the Cavaliers to beat the Bucks, and I picked the Hawks. Who are they playing? To beat Magic.
Well, the Bucks just created their team this season, apparently, so Cleveland shouldn't have a problem beating them. I'm not letting you live that down.
Don't remember ever hearing of them ever.
Oh my God, they just won the championship like 2 years ago.
I don't remember who won last year, but the year before that, I think, was the Warriors, and that's about as far as back as I go. So,
oh my God! Moving on. All right, then we got the half court shot. This is worth 4 points. This team has to have. They can be the underdog, but they have to have 16 wins or less to be the ultimate underdog.
Yeah.
Who do we have?
You picked the Trailblazers to beat the Nets. And I picked the Raptors to beat the Heat.
Come on, Trailblazers. If you're going to get a win, it has to be at home. They only have 6 more wins than you. Come on. And you picked the Raptors, Toronto Raptors, north of the border, home team to beat the streaking. We're going streaking. Miami Heat.
I did.
All right.
I did.
That is an
upset.
Wasn't
a lot left.
What's next?
Fourth quarter, college quarter, top 25
All right, it's
games
college
tonight.
quarter. Talking about top 25 games only. There are 8 games on the slate. 10 top 25 teams in action tonight. Starting with a really good matchup UConn, number 1 seeded UConn at 15-2, hosting number 18 Creighton. Creighton sitting at 13-4. UConn, however, undefeated, perfect 9-0 at home. The line in this one is UConn minus 6.5. Next up, Mississippi State at 12-4 at number 8 Kentucky Wildcats. Wildcats are 12-3. Kentucky, not a tough team at home. They are 8-1 at home. Line in this game as well, 6.5. Next game, number 22, Ole Miss, sitting at 15-1. Ole Miss at 15-1. They are on the road at LSU, 10-6. LSU's tough at home. They are 7-2 so far at home, but 0-2 in games decided by 4 points or less. The line in this game is 3.5. That's less than 4 points. That worries me. If I'm a betting man, which I am, I'm probably taking Ole Miss plus 3.5. Look at that game. Next up, 6 o'clock slate, West Virginia, Rocky Mountain Mama, 6-10 at number 15. Oklahoma is 13-3. West Virginia is on a 3-game losing streak. Oklahoma is a perfect 10-0 at home. Line in this one, I'm not touching it because I don't like double-digit lines. The line in this one is minus 12.5. Oklahoma wins. I don't know if they cover. Moving on. 7 o'clock, Louisville, 6-10 at number 4, North Carolina at 13-3. UNC, another perfect home team, 7-0. Louisville, 1-4 in conference play. I wouldn't touch this game because you're not going to make any money if you pick North Carolina straight up. And the line was too large that I didn't even care about it. I'm just like, moving on. North Carolina should win, though. 25, Texas, 14-2 at number 5, Houston. This is a good matchup. Houston's also 14-2. Houston, perfect, 9-0 at home this season. Number 13, Auburn is at 14-2 at Vandy, 5-11. Vanderbilt is 5-5 at home, average at best at home. Auburn is 3-0 against SEC opponents. Auburn should take this game, no problem. But again, 11.5 point spread. I'm not touching it. I think they'll win. I don't know if they'll cover, though. I don't like double-digit spreads.
Yeah.
I do not like double-digit spreads unless I'm talking about the next matchup. USC 8-9 at number 12. Arizona Wildcats sitting at 12-4. Arizona is perfect 8-0 at home. USC is 2-4 against Pac-12 teams. Line in this one is Arizona minus 19.5. I'll put 30 up that says Arizona is going to win by at least 20 points. That's the college slate. Overtime. What did I miss?
Which playoff team that has been eliminated would benefit most by hiring Belichick?
Ooh, that's a great question. It's almost if I wrote it. Let me think. I could think of 2 teams, one in Philadelphia and one down in Dallas. And between the two, I think Jerry Jones. See, here's the problem, though, because Bill Belichick's going to want to go to a place where he's got full reign, and Jerry Jones is the GM of the Cowboys.
Yeah,
and I do not see him doing that. So I think he'll fit best in Dallas, but I think the most likely scenario between those two would be Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, Belichick
Next
likes
question.
to be in full control. Did last week's win save Sean McDermott's job in Buffalo?
No, I think he's still on the hot seat. I think if they do anything less than winning the big game, he's done in Buffalo. You can't have better teams on paper than what the Buffalo Bills have had to start a season. You can't.
Yeah.
And they continue to get eliminated year after year. If they lose this weekend, I expect Sean McDermott to be fired before Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I'm cheering for that to happen. I could cheer for somebody to lose their job. He's made millions of dollars. Shut up. He'll be okay. He'll be okay, and he'll find a job as a coordinator somewhere. If not, another head coaching job. But I think his time will be done in Buffalo should he leave. Do we have anything else?
Nope.
Again, shout out to our parent company, No Boss, No Rush. Check out all the fresh gear for No Boss, No Rush. It is a pinned post on our Facebook page for the S3 podcast. Check them out. Go support them. Great company, as if we created it ourselves. All right, that's it. Don't forget to check out our Friday show. It will be at 3 p.m. Hopefully, our schedule slowed down so we can actually start on time. Wow, we got a lot of changes coming up. A lot of changes. You'll be able to listen to the podcast directly on CoachJeffDemers.com. I'm building the S3 page and the Motivated Mindset page as we speak. Don't forget to check it out and share it with your friends. Much appreciated. Take care, everybody. That's the show. We are out of here.